with your hosts, Daniel.
And Daniel.
I'm just trying to get the flavor here. I got to figure out what I think will work for the channel. And sometimes you got to take artistic liberties at it, and you got to give it a shot.
I was going to ask, when did it become a ASMR channel? I did not get the memo.
Oh, well, everybody knows board games is about ASMR. Look at this little game that I made in a treasure chest, right? It's full of little coins. Listen to that. Well, that's nice. If you like rattling plastic inside of plastic, that's nice.
Yeah, not when I'm wearing headphones.
Oh, you're wearing headphones right now? No, I won't be that mean. I'll do that off camera. Then I'll torment you a little bit more. But no, this will be an interesting episode. We're a little off schedule this week, aren't we?
Yeah, we just thought we'd do something special for our audience.
Yeah. It's every once in a while we have this inkling where we think, why don't we just jump online and do an episode? This is not our normal schedule. It's not, pretty spontaneous, we just thought, let's just do a couple episodes real quick. We had a good idea, and why wait? Why wait,
Why wait, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we decided not to wait. We just jumped right into it. And so if you're watching this live, welcome. If you're listening to this in the recording, Daniel, do you know what day this is going to come up yet? I don't remember.
I think it's going to be on the 1st. I just haven't, I'm not too exactly sure which 1st it will be.
Like the 1st of next month, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, we're already like more than halfway through the month, so it'll be somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So look for it uploaded in podcasts everywhere. Everywhere you get your podcasts, except for iTunes, is that, I believe, so far.
Yeah. Apparently, they still don't like our photo. I've tried on many occasions, and they're like, no. Well, but I'm like, but Google takes it, Spotify takes it. Why are you giving us problems?
By the time we get around to iTunes, we'll already be in like Happy Meals at McDonald's. We'll be providing like MP3 players so you can listen to it. Like who knows? It'll be in free sampler packs along with perfume at like grocery stores. We're gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, we're that annoying.
We're gonna be on billboards in the Midwest for some reason, like just cornfields for miles, and then everyday board games. I can see it now. Pretty sure board games don't even exist in that. I don't know.
Well, you'll be Iowa's favorite son, so they'll have it everywhere.
There you go. Yeah, it's true. One small fact about me, I was born in Iowa. I haven't been back there since I was 6, but I was born in Iowa. So there you go. All right. So Daniel, this is an interesting episode. We're going to be talking about specifically games, our top 8 games of all time that we've never played.
Yeah, this was a lot harder than I thought it would be, but I did come up with some good games here that I want to talk about. So should be interesting.
Absolutely. And what do we mean by that? Well, our viewers will just have to find out, won't they? I'm sure we'll.
Or our listeners.
Or our listeners, yep. I will be showing off some of the games on here just because that's going to be the nature of how I have to do it. It'll make sense as I talk about them. But we're excited for this episode. Daniel, have you been playing anything lately?
I've been playing Dragon Quest. That's what I've been playing.
Dragon Quest. Tell me about it.
Yes. Dragon Quest, let me see. It's 11, Definitive Edition S. Tales of an Elusive Time, I think is the whole title for it. So, yeah, beating up some slimes, fighting some wizards, having a good old time.
Yeah, awesome. So I've been playing a game lately. It's called Dream Blast. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's an Angry Birds themed game. I guess or marketed game. It's not really much Angry Birds themed, but like those games where it's like physics generator on your phone and they drop a whole bunch of like marbles into the thing and you're popping marbles.
Oh, so drop it. You've been playing Drop It.
Essentially, yes. But this is one of those ones where and this is a true story. I showed my wife how to play it. And because she liked it, I showed my son how to play it. And then my father-in-law and about 40 other people have all started playing it. Now I'm starting a new infection when it comes to games. This is the fidget spinner all over again. Did you ever play the fidget spinner game?
No, I didn't.
You're one of the few lucky ones because immediately as soon as I showed people, they were addicted for days playing fidget spinner. And it's not even a game. You're just combining fidget spinners to make the next level up. That's it. That's it. That's all you can do. You just sit there and
No, I'll stick with my really, really long game name title and have fun with that, beating up slimes.
beating up slimes. Cool. Well, let's do our top eight debate or our top eight games. Shall we get the coin of doom to decide who goes first?
Yeah, we should get the coin of doom.
All right. So today I ran out of change, so we're going with a penny of doom. You ready, Daniel?
I'm ready. Wait, you ran out of change?
Huh?
You ran out of change?
Yes.
When does that happen?
When you spend it all at the stores that I always go to every day. All right. I'll be going first. So the my number 8 game of all time that I've never played is a game called DAF Trucks Transport Game. Now, transport game is in parentheses or in quotes. So here's a picture of the cover for the viewers at home. I know it's difficult to see, but there you go. DAF Transport Games. It's rated a 5. And there's one comment on Board Game Geek. Okay. Essentially, it's printed by a company called the DAF Division Parts Marketing, which I'm pretty sure is just a truck manufacturing company. But they decided it would be a great idea to play a game. So it's pick up and deliver and roll and move. So the idea is really fantastic. So you're all truck drivers. Hold on, don't get ahead of me. Picking up stuff and taking it places to deliver it. When you do that, you have up to 3 trucks, and this is fantastic. You roll a die, and you divide that number by however many trucks you want to move. So if I roll a 4, I can move like 2 trucks 2 spaces, or I can move 1 truck 3 space and another truck 1, or I can even move 1 truck all 4 spaces if I wanted to. That's freaking brilliant, because when you get to the place that you need to go, you get basically like a card to show it's a delivery bill, and you have to get a full set of delivery bills. Now I have no idea how many that needs to win. But Daniel, doesn't this just sound like an absolute phenomenal game?
Oh, yeah, it sounds great. I can't wait to play it.
So listen to this. Okay, there's the game board, right? There is 1 die. I'm assuming it's a 6-sided die, but 1 die. 24 card holders. So like not only do you have cards, you have holders for it. Or maybe that's like to stand up the cards as really ghetto pawns. That's probably what it is. 18 truck cards, 6 roadblocks, because nothing's funner than like losing a turn or being restricted. 36 route cards, 36 cargo cards, 6 service cards, 18 delivery bills. Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. 2 to 6 players, 90 minutes of rolling and moving. That is my number 8 DAF Trucks Transport Game. On to you, sir.
Well, then I don't know how well I'm going to follow up that. My number 8 game that I've never played, my number 8 favorite game is Twilight Struggle.
Twilight Struggle. Okay, let's talk about
it. I'm a history fan. It looks like a great subject of the Cold War. Looks like it's a decent design, but you know what draws me in? The best part of it? The politics. Who doesn't love politics?
Ooh, buddy. Let's talk. That's good stuff.
Oh man, and like the world map looks great. It's got a great graphic design. It's very pretty. So yeah, Twilight Struggle.
Awesome. All right, so my number 7 is a game that you've probably heard about by now. It's called Insel du Piraten, or Der Piraten. I don't know what language that's in, but it is definitely a pirate theme. It's a dice rolling paper and pencil game. I would show you the cover, but there is none on Board Game Geek. It was made in 2007, and currently, I want to say 0 people own it. But essentially, what it is, you have a map, well, one map or the board, 7 leaves of gaming money. I don't know how much gaming money is a leave. One die, 16 figures, one rulebook, and 20 combat resolution sheets. Because let's think about that for a minute. How incredible! Like, I mean, you can't just have one resolution sheet. Like, if you're gonna be going all out, you got to have 20. You have more resolution sheets than you have figures in the game. Like, isn't that incredible? So at the beginning, every ship is outfitted with 5 cannons given firepower. Both numbers can increase using upgrades. However, not only the equipment is deciding in a battle, the proficiency and luck of the crew manning the guns is important too. This is represented by dice rolls being made in combat. So, dice combat. It is once again that game is called
So,
Insel der Piraten.
so we're expecting Fantasy Flight to publish this soon.
I wasn't gonna give it away, but I don't know if you've seen previews for Gamma. I have not heard anything about this one up there. So it's Insel der Piraten in 2007.
All right, my number 7 here is, hey, you like history? Because I
I
do.
like history. I do. I know
How
you
about
do.
Roman history?
Roman history? Okay.
Yeah, and here's one better. It's just one of those games that has that box art that just draws you in. This one is Concordia.
Concordia. So
Yeah,
I
I
know
gotta
silly, but
love those dry euros.
it doesn't get much drier than that.
Trading in the Mediterranean, that's what it's all about. That's the new in right now. That's what everybody loves. This will draw a crowd when it's played at a convention, when we can go back to those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it absolutely does. Okay.
You got your action points that you can play. You're trying to get better victory points to win the game. You're trading in the Mediterranean. This has everything I look forward to in a board game. It's strategy, economical, nautical. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess it's technically nautical. Let's be real here, though. It's really just there are boats.
They're boats.
There's some boats.
I'm looking at some pictures here. We got some really nice designs, but yeah, Concordia.
Concordia, good choice. So my number 6 is a game called Pop and Bob. Okay, so let me show you the picture of the cover here. And now I don't know, it's like super cutesy, like anime. I think it's based off an anime. What's really weird is that the eyes and the nose, I think that's a nose, is like it's pixelated, like it's almost censored out. Like you're not supposed to peer into their soul. But essentially, it's a card game, party game, real-time, cooperative pattern recognition game that is an anime theme. I'm not going to read the full description on how it works, but I will tell you it's 3 to 9 players. And then it will say that you essentially deal randomly 1 card to each player, and they can only speak the words that are dealt or that are listed on the cards that are dealt to them. So it says, however, this is quite a confusing challenge because each player can only utter the word on the card dealt to them. The rules of this game can be explained in 1 to 2 minutes and can be played in 30 seconds or so with up to 9 players. So from what I understand of this game and what it sounds like is essentially you're flipping a dictionary open to a random page and pointing, and then you're trying to communicate with whatever random word that you happen to get, except anime. You can't argue that. That's what makes this game amazing, except anime. So once again, that's Pop and Bob, 2018. Currently no ratings.
So I can't argue with your anime topic here. So my number 6 has somewhat to deal with anime, but you know what it does have? Minis. Lots and lots of minis that you got to build yourself.
Oh, okay.
And that is Kingdom Death Monster. Hey, you want to play a game that you want to hide from your children? This is the game for you. The very subjective artwork, great minis. Nice maps. Looks like a fun game that I'll probably never play
Probably not.
because I am not about to go out there and spend the kind of money it costs to buy this game.
Yeah,
But with the dice rolling and the cooperative and the story mode and the mature humor and adult nature of this game, it sounds like something I need for my collection. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to go spend the money for it. My number 6, Kingdom Death Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster. Good choice. All right, my number 5. You know, Elizabeth Hargrave. She's a really great designer. And I feel like her newest game by AEG, like, is worth noting. It's Mariposas, right?
Mm-hmm.
But great designers are only great because they're standing on the shoulder of giants, right? I mean, let's be real here. You wouldn't have good designers unless you had, or you wouldn't have great designers unless you had previously good designers. So I want to think this was her inspiration. It's a game called Monarch, the butterfly game. Now, I mean, it's a super bland. I'm not sure what year it was made. It doesn't actually have one listed, but it's a game about butterflies and moths. That's straightforward. It says it's a set collection game in the manner of authors and quartets, which I have not played, but other variant games included. So basically, they made it up. And it says specifically on here, the artwork is superb. The designer often works with his artist, and it has proven to be a delightful collaboration. I'm pretty sure that was written by the people who published the game. And judging by it, I'm assuming it's somewhat of a memory style set collection game. It's probably just memory, honestly. The components, they look like you would expect. Basically, just pictures of butterflies with text down below it. So that's Monarchs. That is my number 5.
So, remember how I was talking about like a cover that just draws you in?
Yeah.
When I was talking about Concordia?
Mm-hmm.
This one has that tenfold. This is that one cover that you're just like, I need to play that game. It's also about food. Who doesn't like food? We're both married. We know what happens when the wives don't get their food. They get hangry, and we don't want that to happen.
Yep, nobody.
So let's make them even more hungry by making them play this game, Food Chain Magnet.
Food Chain Magnet, yeah.
Oh yeah, got those mechanisms, that dry board while you're trying to build your fast food restaurant empire out there, making sure you're putting the right stuff out there, and be careful because if you don't make a smart move in the beginning of the game, you're out of the game. But that's half the fun. So let's go ahead and bust out Food Chain Magnet.
That's epic. Good choice. Man, we're in the top half. I mean, how can it get better than this, Daniel? How? I don't understand.
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I have one that I think can rival it. It is from 1986, and no designers or artists are listed, but it's from a company called Orange Alps Incorporated, and it is Carry On Camping, the trivia game. There's a picture of the cover right there. And essentially, what this game is, I'll read the description from the publisher. It says each player or team tries to correctly answer as many questions as possible in order to be the first to advance from the start and around the playing board back to finish. Isn't that fantastic? I mean, that's all you need to know. Beauty is in the simplicity of it. You don't need all these, like, how am I going to feed my people? And I need these resources to build this thing, or I need to get my Tableau engine built. No, this is long before any of that was necessary. This was made in the good old days where all you needed was a board, somewhat of a loop to return back to start or back to the finish, and meaningless questions that I think technically have something to do with the game itself. It's a roll and move memory trivia game. And that's, I forgot the name. I'm so excited. Carry On Camping trivia game.
That's not a bad choice. So we are number 4, right?
Yes, this is number 4.
This is my 4th favorite game that I have never played. And that one would be Feast for Odin. I mean, it's Rosenberg and it's polynomials. That's all I need to say. Moving on.
Well, I would like to tell you about my number 3, but I'm having trouble loading it. Oh, okay. No, I found it. Uh, so this one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we've talked about IP games before, and how great they can truly be, and especially back in this was made in 2012. So that was like the cream of the crop as far as IP games go. Like when you think any IP put on a board game, it's going to be quality from 2012, right? So this one not only takes a very specific one, it puts it in like what I believe is a tube of a container. This is called Top Gear Challenges South America, based off of the TV show Top Gears, you know, but specifically set in South America, from what I understand. So it's a racing transport game. The description says Top Gear Challenges South America, loosely based on the TV show. Take part in your very own Top Gear Challenge. Use your game cards wisely to battle for the lead or slow down your opposition as you rack up miles and make your way around the board. Remember that? Remember that whole amazing mechanism that we talked about? You have to go around the board. Yeah, this is in a circle container, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. From the picture of what I've seen, I see one picture, like a quick guide card, and it's sealed, and I'm pretty sure they've never opened it since then. But that is Top Gear Challenges South America.
Interesting. That's a good choice. I did like that show, so I'll have to look this one up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's my number 3 for a reason.
Yeah, no, my number 3, however, is hey, do you like Magic?
I do like Magic.
Do you want to be a knight?
Are we talking untap, upkeep, draw, or prestidigitation?
We're talking wizards.
Wizard Magic. Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm out.
So my number 3 is Mage Knight, the board game. Looks really good from the images I'm seeing here. Apparently, it's very popular. It's got some nice strategies to it. But all I know is it's got some maginess, some knightiness, and possibly some dragons. And apparently a cat on Board Game Geek too.
Very cool. Okay. All right. Is that over to me now? All right. I wasn't expecting that so fast. Okay. Now, sometimes I come up with games that have it's just kind of hard to pronounce. So I'm going to do my best to pronounce this. It's a game from 1995. It's called Ajax Competitive Spell. I don't know what language that is, but the cover looks like a combination of a soccer field and a Tony's Pizza box, probably.
That is so weird.
Yeah. But I mean, this is where it's at. 2 to 18 players. Okay. It's entirely self-published. It's a sports party game trivia. And effectively, what you're trying to do is you're trying to it's played on a board that represents a football pitch, specifically not American football, but like actual football. And your goal is to be the first one to assemble a team on the board, as well as have a trainer. So you need 6 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers, 1 keeper, 1 trainer. And it says 3,000 questions about Ajax Amsterdam. What more could you ask for? That is the reason why it's my number 2, because I mean, just the variety alone in 3,000 questions about Ajax Amsterdam. I mean, that's worth it, right?
Yeah, sounds pretty good. I will give it a try.
Absolutely, because I know how much of a football fan you are.
Oh yeah, gotta love that foosball. Alrighty, so
Yes,
my
sir.
number 2. So you know what's better than foosball and football, soccer, whatever you want to call it?
What's that?
Railroads. I like building me some railroads. I want to be the best railroad baron out there. And so my number 2 is just that. It's Russian railroads. What better place to do it than in Russia? Who doesn't want to build that Siberian railroad? You're putting out tracks, you're making in-game goals, you're building statistics, and trying to get the best economy and being the best railroad baron in Russia. I can't say this enough. I really want to play this game. It looks good.
Very cool. Good choice. And my last one, my number one, the best game that I have ever experienced. Oh, True Macadon, True Mechadon, sorry, True Macadon. What are you, a parrot? Um, yeah, games that we have never played. And you're actually right at the perfect time because I'm about to go into my number one game of all time that I've never played. And that is simply a game from 1890 called Gone Fishing. Robsburger, my Twitch might be or freezing up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking right now. You look like you're frozen on my end over here. I'm having trouble. I don't know what's going on. Should
I
it
think
be
it's
my
my
internet?
It says that.
Well, I'm having trouble loading your Twitch stream. There we go.
It says my internet connection is unstable. I think the internet got tired of us talking about these games.
All right, let's move on. We're still going.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, this game is called Gone Fishing, 1 to 4 players. Now, I mean, this was back before solo games were cool, right? But essentially, what it is you have a little box that looks like an aquarium, and you have little fishing poles with magnets on the end of strings, and you dip it down into the aquarium, and you, whichever fish or whatever it attaches to, you lift up, and that's what you get. That's all you need to do. I mean, like I said, this was really back in the day. The bigger the catch, the more points you earn. And it says, and the treasure chest is worth the most points. Who catches the most fish for the most points wins. Like I said, you don't need a perfect game. You just need something like this. And this is absolutely brilliant. And I hope if you ever get a chance to try Gone Fishing, Daniel, I hope you try it, and I know you'll love it. Gone Fishing.
So, my number one, I'm a little jealous that you have played. So I want to play this, but I haven't played it itself. And this is a game based on historical facts that you're moving around the board, and then you lose a turn, or you go back to start.
Yeah.
You know what game I'm talking about?
Tombstone?
Tombstone.
Tombstone, that's right.
Game that you can buy at Tombstone, the city where the Battle of the OK Corral happened. Yep. And it's historically accurate because we all know we lost a turn and went back to start.
That's right. And not only on top of that, I mean, it's published by the Tombstone Chamber of Merchants. And yes, they sell it in the gift shop for $40. And
that's all a bargain.
It is that, I mean, it is a bargain, right? It's a board. You have 6 boots as your player pieces that are different colors, same shape though. A small stack of cards and a single die. Like that's worth $40 there alone.
Oh,
I mean, if you're asking, I mean, the board's got to be worth $5, right? The die is another $1. Those cards are probably like $4.
And all you got to do is make it to the end of the go around the entire board. You win the game.
That's all you got to do.
Easy it's that simple.
Easy to learn.
Later, and you're still at start.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, buddy. I couldn't agree more. So this has been a silly episode. What are we even talking about now? This is ridiculous.
I don't know. There's a few of these games I may try. I don't know.
So I've played Concordia as well.
So you played 2 on my list, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
But with that being said, I hope you had some fun with us for our special edition. Stay tuned for those on Twitch. You'll get to see another recording that's going to be just as fun. And moving on, you got anything to add?
Yeah, we want to thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Before we get into our very quick send-offs, if you ever want to have a topic or if you want to chat with us live, like our good friend True Mechadon, come join us at twitch.tv/everydayboardgames.
You can always find the video re-uploads found on YouTube at Everyday Board Games 2020. If you like what you see, please give us a like and a subscribe. It helps us grow on the platform. As well as you can find all audio versions on most major podcast platforms under Everyday Board Games Podcast. This includes Spotify, Google, Amazon Music, and Podbean.
And you can contact us directly by emailing us at everydayboardgames2020@gmail.com.
As well as you can get in contact with us on the official Twitter account of Everyday Board Games, and that is at EBG Podcast.
So we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining us in the chat, and thank you for listening. My name has been Daniel.
And I've been Daniel.
And this has been Everyday Board Games.
Have a good one. April Fools.